now we should be live. And what I do is I go on the YouTube page, and I just make sure that we're running. Because if you're not, you have to figure out what the hell is going on. But I haven't had a problem. What will happen tonight?
That was my fear.
So you just go to YouTube and you just type in Village of Wally.
That part I know from being at home.
And then you'll see, it should bring up, like that whole thing, live. And are we live? Let's see, we should be. Yep, there we are.
Oh.
So you know we're, look like I'm 9 months pregnant. So that's it, so then we're good, and then you have to dial the phone, so Dean Stone and them can call, and it's right here, their number. I think the engineers called this too, Sean and,
Welcome and thank you for choosing freeconferencecall.com. You're helping people around the world communicate for free. Please enter your access code followed by the pound or hash sign. If you are the host, press star now. Otherwise, please wait and you will be joined into the conference.
you don't have to do this, I just put that on the post. You don't have to do that.
Thank you. There is one other participant in the conference. Please announce yourself.
Dan's here.
Hey, Dan.
Hey Dan, this is John with Cedarwood. How you doing?
Yes.
Hey.
If you have music, just playing and playing and playing, it means nobody's on the line. And you can't turn the music off, which is really annoying. And you can't mute it, because I cannot figure out on this thing how to mute. I've looked at every book, I've looked at every single thing, and I cannot figure out how to mute this stupid thing. So usually just a hang up. Like, you can go down with the these are the volumes, so it goes down to like that, but that's as low as it can go, and there's no mute. Even when you press this, it just means that the microphone isn't hearing you. So I don't know how to mute this stupid thing. So I don't know, there's a way, I just can't figure it out, which is par for the course with me. So that's that. And if something doesn't get done, I'm stressing, honestly, I mean.
And then you just write down.
I just take notes like who makes motions in seconds and stuff like that. If you're covering for me, don't worry about it, as long as it's recording.
Just watch the video.
I'll watch the video, I'll figure it out, it's not.
But then put the video and help take notes out.
Well, then I'll be like, could you just make up who made all these motions, please, Eliza? Or I'll just I'll say, okay, I think it was this person. So yeah, I usually just write like motions in seconds, who did what, and if there's any discussion. But otherwise, it's not going to the audience. Just be nice. They just keep coming down at 7 o'clock every time. It's almost 7 and they're not down.
Yeah, I know, they never come down early.
What's going on?
Right?
Hey, Brian. Yeah.
Hey, guys, how you doing?
John, Ian, and Jennifer is there minding the phone.
It's my job.
I can go.
I'll just call Jerry. Like, hello, it's coming 7 o'clock. Cause I know Jerry has his phone, and I don't know where he does. It's 7 o'clock. Okay.
The crowd is clamoring for you.
He's like, not according to your clock. I'm like, well, look at your phone. That's my clock.
Yeah, I don't think really any of our clocks
No.
are accurate.
I should never trust our clocks, because the batteries are always going down.
Yeah. I hear them coming.
We're running.
It's like kids on Christmas morning.
Elephants downstairs.
How are you?
Hey, Jeff. Hey, good. Hi, how are you?
Thank you. Thank you, Art.
Thank
How you
for
doing?
the reminder.
Good, how are you?
I'm sitting down here like, it's 7 o'clock.
Oh, 7:05.
There's nobody here. I'm watching the clock. And it's, we're talking about.
Yeah, this one's actually pretty good. You got a good chair?
Oh, I'm sure it's fine.
It's tripping over the wires that's the problem
Yeah.
now. All right, welcome to the March 4th, 2024 Village Board meeting. If you could please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Hopefully everyone had a chance to read the minutes from January 2nd and January 16th. Can I get a motion to approve?
I'll make that motion. I'll second.
Any comments, questions, discussion?
No.
All right, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
This is our bond resolution for the purchase of the garbage truck. Jerry, is that something you,
We've talked about it, we've been, we purchased a new garbage truck, it's probably gonna be here within the next month or two. We've been working on this for a couple of years now. So, yeah, the truck itself is 211,362. We're gonna be using money out of the garbage fund balance. After going over the numbers, we're still gonna have well over 30% in the fund balance after we use this to help pay it down. So we're looking to borrow the 111,362. So I'm looking for a motion to do that so we can go out to bond.
I'll make that motion.
No, second.
Any questions, discussion? Okay,
Just one
I'm
more.
assuming the old truck will,
The old truck, we're gonna auction off,
Auction,
once the new
okay.
one's in
Okay.
operational and registered and all that.
and that money will go back into this balance?
Yeah,
okay,
I asked
the
for,
garbage fund?
I asked for it to go back into the garbage fund, yes.
What were you saying?
It just needs to roll call vote.
Oh, it's a roll call vote? Oh, okay. So all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Trustee Guzzo,
Aye.
Sorry, I did that.
trustee Lucio,
Aye.
trustee Berlinger,
Aye.
trustee Gazelle,
Aye.
Mayor Taylor.
Aye. Sorry about that. All right, next we have, engagement, for Vanderwater and Vanderwater. One of the things that I asked for is that we could have a monthly retainer, so that we'd have a better idea of what expenses we were looking at. So, our monthly retainer that Vanderwater and Vanderwater is proposing is $5,600, which seems to be in the realm of everybody else.
That covers everything?
Village,
sewer, and.
No, this is just for
Just
village.
us.
We will be doing a separate one
Okay.
for the sewer commission. So this is just for the village.
And we'll get you that shortly. I know Kyle and I talked about that after you sent your.
Yeah, so, and then as far as our planning and zoning board, most of all that is through escrow.
Okay.
If there is something outside of that, I would assume then, Joe, that it would fall within this retainer.
I think that's right, yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
all right. Anybody have any questions regarding that?
No.
All right, so can I get a motion to approve the retainer for Vanderwater and Vanderwater?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, we have pay request number 9 from TNA Construction in the amount of $83,522.50 for the Lower Baxter Treatment Plant Project. Dan, is there anything that you wanted to add to that?
Yeah, this represents about 91% complete by TNA, and work over the last month consisted primarily of internal plumbing within the water treatment plant building itself. We recommend, Labella has reviewed it and recommended it, and we recommend the board authorize this payment.
Okay, does anybody have any questions?
Dan, you said this was 91% of their contract? This would bring us to 91%?
That's correct.
Okay.
Yeah, a 91% complete, yes, with respect to the work and the payment.
Right.
Dan, are we still, do we have problems getting parts still, or is everything in?
That's a binary question. Yes, we don't have all our parts.
Okay, so we're still waiting, okay.
I was gonna
That's all I wanted to know.
Well, that's
cover
gonna
that.
be in the next
Next.
item.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna cover that in the engineer's report.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Any other questions?
No,
All right, so can I get a motion to approve?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, now we also have, a pay request number 3 from Castleman Electric in the amount of $51,312.84, for Lower Baxter Treatment Plant Project. Dan, anything additional to that?
Just that Castleman is now about 72% complete. The milestone that this money represents is the year-on inspection was completed last Thursday and everything passed. And our focus now will be to get Central Hudson Gas and Electric to hang the new transformers.
You mean
Once those
NICEAG?
are hung, we will, I'm sorry, NICEAG, yes. Once those too many.
Yes,
Once
I
those
know. Just didn't want to
Yeah,
confuse
once those
anybody.
yeah, thank you. Once those transformers are hung, we will have power at the new water treatment plant.
Great.
And Labella has reviewed this pay app, and we recommend that it be paid.
Anybody have any questions?
No.
So can I get a motion to approve pay request number 3 for Castleman?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, next we have the auction contract, Auction International. It's a 2-year contract that we sign that allows us to use their services when selling equipment, vehicles. So we hope once we get the new garbage truck, we'll be listing the old garbage truck on here. There's no cost to the village to go into this agreement, and if we were to successfully sell the garbage truck, the purchaser pays a percentage, and that goes to the auction place, so.
Yeah. I did review that contract, by the way, so I
Okay.
would recommend you adopt it.
Okay, thank you,
Great.
Joe.
Yeah.
All right, anybody have any questions regarding that?
No, they're a good company, we've
Yeah.
used them for years, a lot of municipalities use them, so.
Okay, so
Good.
can I get a motion to approve?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right. And then we have Metro North Treasurer's Report. I get a motion to approve as presented.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Any questions? Okay, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay. All right, we'll start with Dan. Dan, do you have an engineer's report?
Yes, if I may have just a few minutes, and then I'll answer any of the questions from the trustees. The Lower Baxter project is progressing nicely. Thank you for considering and paying the contractors tonight. We still don't have all the equipment that we need. The VFDs, the variable frequency drive units, aren't in and aren't expected to get here until May. At that time, having the power and having the VFDs and all of the electrical components in place will allow us to pump each of the wells and commission all of the equipment. After the equipment works the way the engineering design intended, we will make a submittal to the State Health Department to receive a partial completed works approval, even though the generator won't come until later. I believe we'll be able to operate the plant under a partial completed works approval, hopefully sometime in June. And that will allow the village to, for the first time in many, many years, have multiple excellent sources of supply to meet not only everyday demand, but also any instantaneous demand that one might consider. A couple of dates are coming up. April 1st is the beginning of the species season. We are working with TNA to remove all of the silk fencing and temporary fencing and get first growth grass on the lower plateau area. We hope that they'll have pavement done this month before April 1st. The rule of thumb is if vehicles go in and out of the site and are able to stay on the pavement, you don't have to have a special monitor for the species. So we want to get everything in shape so that we won't have to have a specialist come out as the work progresses after April 1st. We have about 90% complete on the Anderson Way water supply plans, and I anticipate those plans will be submitted to the Health Department for approval later this week or the first of next week. And one of the big activities that is going on this month is the water withdrawal permit for all of the village's sources, including Umshide and Lower Baxter, expires September 30th of 2024. Under DEC guidance and regulations, applicants or holders of those permits are required to make an application for a renewal 180 days prior to the expiration. That gives the village the ability to continue to operate under those permit conditions until DEC is able to issue a new permit. So even if the permit date expires September 30th, as long as we have this application in place, the permit conditions are automatically extended until DEC makes an action on the permit. One of our major targets in that is to get some relief on all of the groundwater monitoring in favor of the species that was required. We believe that the record shows very strongly that the use of the Umshide wells has never, over the course of 3.5 years of use, at a continuous, more or less continuous rate of 100 gallons a minute, has never come close to impacting the prime habitat of the species. And we will make that case to DEC when and if we're able to sit down at the table and talk about it. This has been a team effort, and I want to thank everybody. Christine and Jennifer are helping to put the application package together, getting background data. H2O is also part of the team doing that, and Labella's biology, groundwater resource, and engineers are taking the lead. We intend to have a draft document in the mayor's hands on the 18th of March, and hopefully she will have a review completed by the Friday of that week, which I think is the 23rd or 4th, maybe the 5th, so that we can finalize it, polish it up, and make the submission by close of business on March 29th. Finally, the transition plan that Labella and the mayor and deputy mayor and Cedarwood have worked on is being implemented, and I think it's going very well. People are working well together, thinking ahead, planning ahead, and implementing that transition. And that concludes my report.
Thank you, Dan. Anybody have any
Thank you.
questions for Dan?
No, just covered it.
All right, Brian or Jonathan from Cedarwood, did you have anything for tonight?
No, I'll be brief. Okay. Yeah, this is John with Cedarwood. I was just going to say Lori, I know we're meeting on Friday just to review the lead service line inventory proposal and another proposal just to help finalize responsibilities and continue with the work on that. That's due by October.
Okay, great.
Yep, and then Brian, I don't know, sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, no, it's okay. Yeah, it's on the same day, Friday. I'll be going down there, obviously with John, and doing a plant tour, kind of looking at all these assets and stuff, and trying to get some management and asset tracker going for the plant. So.
Okay. So I will see you guys Friday. Thank you very much.
Yep.
All right. So now we have our February bills in the amount of $335,596.95
Go first.
Yeah, I'm like, that's a cheap month there. Can I get a motion to approve the February bills?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Before we go into public comment, Jerry, I think you had something you wanted to bring up?
Yeah, so bulk pickup is gonna be coming up on us for Thursday, April 11th. We do that in the village. We kind of do it at the same time that the town does their bulk pickup. So village residents that want to use this service need to email Jennifer Osborne, and they can reach her at josborne@villageofpoiling.org. We ask that they contact her, send her an email of the list of items that they want to put out for pickup. If they can get that email to her before April 5th. This way she has time to review it. Again, the bulk pickup will be April 11th. We're gonna have up on the website the items that can be picked up and items that are not allowed. So we ask that people check that website for that information. And we're trying to limit the amount of bulk pickup that we're doing. We're just asking each household to try to keep it at a 4-foot by 4-foot by 8-foot section. Some people have been taking advantage of the bulk pickup and putting out an entire household, worth of items. So we're just trying to limit it to a 4-foot by 4-foot by 8-foot area. So get the emails into Jennifer before April 5th. They will be going out on April 11th, Thursday, to do the pickup. We ask that it be out there at least a day or two in advance of that. This way that gives them a chance to, if they can get started early, they may actually go around and start picking up early.
Yeah.
However, if you put it out Thursday morning before 7 a.m., they will pick it up on Thursday, but they usually try to jump around and try to get a jump on it.
Well, because one of the reasons why we ask for what is gonna be picked up is, the larger items, they need the larger trucks for that, and they usually try to pick that stuff up first and then get to the smaller stuff, so it's important to be clear on what you're putting out there.
Right.
So, all right, does anybody have anything else before we go into public comment? Okay. Is there any public comment? All right, hearing none, can I get a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, thank you, everyone. Thank you, Cedarwood and Dan for being on the call. Have a great night.
Good night. Yeah, take care. Goodbye. Bye. Bye.